Battlestar Galactica has a new showrunner. Who is it? And what do we think? Welcome to Sidetrack, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. The Sinner was a TV show starring Bill Pullman. It was a TV show about another one of those quite boring detectives, if I'm 100% honest, trying to find out why normal people, it would seem, commit really atrocious crimes. I actually saw the first series starring Jessica Biel, and I have to admit, I never bothered watching any more. I found it quite boring. But the showrunner and creator of that series, Derek Simmons, has been chosen as the new showrunner for the Battlestar Galactica series. Now, Sam Esmail is still involved in this. Now, he was supposed to be showrunning and writing it before the strikes, basically, and during the strikes, it's now been decided to go in a different direction. I think partly because Sam Esmail's list of projects is sort of backed up a little bit. He's got other things he's doing, and he really doesn't have time for Battlestar Galactica as well. So, Derek has been brought in. Derek will be writing and executive producing the series and directing several of the episodes. This will still be a direct-to-streaming, direct-to-Peacock series, and we'll still be looking at around 10 episodes. Filming is supposed to start reasonably soon. I was told it'll be in the spring, but now it looks like we might actually be looking at a total rewrite for the series, so don't be surprised if that gets pushed back again. So what can we expect from this writer? Well, he is a seriously good writer, don't get me wrong. My problem with The Sinner wasn't that it was badly written or badly created in any way. It was just a little bit too slow for me. It felt like they were doing something that was in line with sort of those Norwegian murder mysteries that have been so very popular in the last few years. Very dark, very gritty, very slow-paced. And to be honest, it's just not for me. That doesn't mean it was bad. It wasn't. It was probably very good, just not my cup of tea. So, he would bring something different to Battlestar Galactica. I can never see that he has any history of doing anything particularly sci-fi. He did a series that only lasted one season called sort of the Astronauts Wives Club, which was sort of a TV series. I think it was about the Apollo missions, and it was the wives of the different astronauts, and it was about them. That's the closest thing to sci-fi he's ever done that I can see. So, we're going to get a creator that is maybe, doesn't have a sci-fi background, let's put it that way. So what can we expect from the series? Well, look, he's a bit of an unknown, I have to be honest, because he's not done it before. Sam Esmail is staying on board. He's still going to be an executive producer. But even Sam Esmail really didn't have a vast history in this type of thing. But Battlestar Galactica is more of a serious sci-fi, so he might suit this. I don't think we're going to know really until it comes out or we start seeing some of the early work. What we can, though, assume is this is going to be probably more like a reboot now, a reimagined version of Battlestar Galactica, rather than what we initially had, which was going to be sort of a continuation or something that existed within, at very least, the Ronald D. Moore version of Battlestar. Now that it looks like the movie is no longer happening, that was also apparently going to be sort of within universe somehow, it does look like this is going to be a boots up, reimagined version of Battlestar, a complete reboot. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think there's a big enough universe there that they could have done something else. But the problem is that you then can't call it Battlestar Galactica, and people want Battlestar Galactica. So I think this is a bit of a problem, similar to what J. Michael Straczynski's got with Bringing Back Babylon 5. And he's talked about how he can't do a prequel or anything because nobody wants to see it. So he has to do another Babylon 5 series instead, if he ever gets a chance to make that. So we have someone new at the helm of Battlestar Galactica. We're going to have to wait and see what he does with it. I am, though, a little bit concerned, because I have to admit the first version of this, the Ronald D. Moore version of this, I should say, I found a little bit dull, and I have to admit I stopped watching after a while, even though the miniseries was some of the greatest sci-fi I've ever seen. So, let's see, and fingers crossed he can do a good job. But guys, get into the comments, tell me what you think. Did you watch The Sinner? Did you enjoy it? Did it give you some insight into what this creator is about and what he would bring to Battlestar? Get into the comments and tell everyone. And if you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out and you'll never miss any of our videos. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.